Hi, my name is Jenypher Lanthier of Muay Thai is Life, and I'm here with Simon Marcus. Thank you so much for meeting us. On March 15th, Simon will have one of his toughest fights to date at the Lions Promotion event for the Light Heavyweight World title against Artem Levin. So before we get into the fight, I want to let the viewers get to know you a little bit. So where are you from?
Toronto, Canada.
What's your background?
Jamaican.
And how did you get started in Muay Thai?
I was kicked out of school and then sent to another school, and a friend of mine who is one of my best friends to date, he told me about the gym. I tried it and I loved it. It's physical. I thought I'd be really strong if I did Muay Thai, and I'd learn the art of fighting, so I just kept doing it.
Excellent. And can you describe your first experience in the ring for us?
Sure. I've been training about 5 months, and I took 3 months off, no training at all. Showed up to the gym to watch some fights, and our teacher, John, asked me if I want to fight. That day, I hadn't trained for it at all, but I was like, sure. And I've been in a few street fights. I did it and totally changed my mind about fighting.
Awesome. And your nickname is Bad Boy. How did you get that nickname?
Well, John Suchard gave me that nickname. Had a reputation for getting into street fights, getting in trouble when I was in my teens, and he gave me the name, and the name stuck. That was pretty much it.
It's a pretty good name. What's your training been like leading up to this fight against Artem?
Hard, you know. I've basically been trying to push myself as hard as I can. Studying a bit of video, not too much, but just sticking to my regular game plan, trying to fix holes in my game and be as best as I can, sharp.
Awesome. Are you the type of fighter that gets nervous before fights? If you do, how do you deal with it?
Usually not. If I hadn't fought for a really long time, sometimes I get more nerves than if I'm fighting regular, but I just get in the ring and I fight. That's how I deal with it.
And again, your trainer is Artem Suchard, so tell me a little bit about your relationship with him.
Wow. From the moment I met John, I had a great deal of respect for him. I mean, his presence and his energy stands out right away when you meet him, and we've grown so close over the years. You know, I call him dad, he calls me son all the time, and that's how we look at each other. We have a mutual respect and love, and I mean, I wouldn't trade him for any other trainer in the world.
That's awesome. That's important that you have that connection with your trainer.
Definitely.
Who do you feel has influenced you the most throughout this journey?
Wow. I don't know. I don't know, because, you know, so many different people have influenced me. I would say it's probably John Suchard. You know, his philosophies showed me different ways to look at things and kind of just open my mind to things that I didn't really, you know, understand before, or he's taught me so much, you know.
And what's your philosophy on Muay Thai, like training Muay Thai for you, your personal philosophy?
My personal philosophy? I think a lot of people try to alter Muay Thai, change it and whatnot, and they say it's too traditional, you know, you gotta kind of modify it, but I think Muay Thai works the way it works because it is complete. So my personal philosophy is to try to complete Muay Thai and not really change it, but try to perfect what has already been established over thousands of years.
And what motivates you every day to get up and do what you do? It's not easy, I know. It's your full-time gig, right?
Yeah. Being number one, you know. Many days, you know, I get out, I'm training hard, you wake up in the morning, your body's hurting. All you want to do is just close your eyes and sleep, your alarm goes off. But, you know, in those days I just ask myself, how bad do you want it? And I get out of bed, and that's what really motivates me, because it's my dream to be number one, you know. I've aspired to be that for quite a while, so here we go.
Exactly. So we're going to get into the fight a little bit. So one of the most anticipated fights in recent years. What do you feel the holdup was in sort of getting this fight going?
I wish I could tell you. I mean, I was looking forward to fighting Artem 3 times prior to this, and I have no clue, you know. There's just been different reasons why events have been canceled and whatnot. I don't. It's not really my job to find out why, but I just get in the ring and fight. So, so I'm ready.
And it's happening now, and there. So it wasn't him dodging or you dodging. It was a matter of circumstances, just not coming into play.
I suppose. I really don't know, to be honest. Yeah.
And so, do you typically study videos on your opponents? Like, how do you watch them?
When I'm fighting an opponent that's either well known or has a few videos on YouTube or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't say I study. Of course, I study the video, but not really to necessarily devise a game plan, but more just to watch out for things that might catch you off guard, or things that you might not expect.
Yeah, strengths or weaknesses.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
And that answers the next question. So you're the type of fighter that you respond with what you feel is correct in the moment in the ring,
right?
Versus devising a game plan.
Right. Yeah, I'm not too big on game plans. I think your game plan, for me at least, my game plan is my style. Which is to get in the ring and fight. And if something's not working, you go to something else. So things never go the way you might plan it. So game plan isn't really my thing, but I have an idea.
And so you've expressed in other interviews that your goal is to be #1, and now you're kind of knocking at that opportunity. So how does that make you feel now that you're here?
Wow, hard to put into words. It's been a while, you think it's all coming from inside, Like I've been thinking about it for so long, like how it would feel or how it would be to get to that #1 spot and be considered #1 in the world. And I mean, it's something I really try to want to think about after I get there, because if I think about it too much now, I think it's just gonna kind of cloud my mind. So
yeah,
I'm just taking it one step at a time, focused on winning the fight, and then I can enjoy that after. Yeah.
So who's next if you win this one? Who's after this? Anybody that you want to fight, that you're looking for?
Sure. Steve Wakeling had a good fight with Artem Levin. I'd love to fight Steve Wakeling. There's some other good fighters my way. Can't really think of any names right now, but whoever wants to step up, I don't care, whatever.
Yeah, excellent. So we know the answer to this, but how do you describe your style?
How do I describe my style? I'd say I have a lot of different. I'd say I'm more a complete fighter. I can fight technically. I can brawl. I can kick. I can punch. I can knee. I can elbow. I'm a powerful fighter. Strong spirit. Fight with a lot of heart. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't really have a specific word, but it's kind of all around.
Excellent.
Whatever goes.
So up until this point, you've had 22 KOs, and who's been your toughest fight to date? Like, describe that experience.
My toughest fight to date was against a guy named Zenas from Belarus. And I fought him in 2008 in the World Amateur Finals. I was fighting at my walk-around weight, which is 190, 86 kilos, and basically everyone I fought then is a heavyweight to this day, and a lot bigger. So I fought a lot of bigger guys, and I fought him in the finals. I was hurt, I was injured, and he had a lot more experience. Maybe in my 18th fight, it was about his 120th fight. He was bigger, stronger at the time, and it was a really tough fight. And I would say I was behind on points the first 3 rounds. In the 4th round, I went for the knockout and hurt him really bad, and came this close to knocking him out and ran out of time. But the whole experience of being kind of outskilled at the time and out-experienced, and then just pushing yourself to the limit to try to make it a war. I was so tired. I felt like I was fighting underwater. So it was the toughest thing. It was the toughest fight I ever did.
And is that one of your biggest accomplishments, the IFMA gold medal?
I think it is one of my biggest accomplishments, because it's a world tournament. You got the best fighters from the best countries in Muay Thai, and you're fighting back-to-back days. But also, I think my professional accomplishments, winning a world title against Gao Clay was a huge accomplishment. Also, winning a gold medal in the sport of court was a huge accomplishment. So they're all part of the journey.
Absolutely. And so, what's the best advice that you've ever been given by anybody? I'm sure you've kind of interacted with a lot of different people in Muay Thai. The best advice you've been given?
I don't know. I don't know. The best advice I've been given? Wow, that's a really tough question. I mean, I don't know. I think the best advice that I don't know, been given really comes from myself. You know, like when you kind of meditate and you think about things, and you know, answers come from within, and it's almost like you're giving yourself advice. But when it comes from within, it's really a true form of knowledge. You know, you've experienced something and you've learned from it. So it's hard to say, because experience is what really, you know, shape who you are.
It's part of your best advice. So the final, we have 10 questions. It's a firing line, and some of them have to do with Muay Thai, some of them don't. They're just simple ones. So what's your favorite weapon?
Don't have one.
Okay. Favorite style of music?
Reggae.
I knew that. Favorite color?
Red.
What is your favorite food? I can see the battle going back and forth right now.
It's between Jamaican and Italian.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Thai.
Yeah. I love Thai food too. That's in there, but.
Favorite sport other than Muay Thai?
Basketball.
I knew it. Favorite movie?
Ooh, favorite movie. Hard to say as well. So I'll go with Scarface.
Okay. Favorite place ever visited?
Jamaica.
Least favorite exercise to do in training?
Least favorite exercise to do in training?
I know mine.
I don't know.
None of them. I love them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Favorite female fighter?
Wow. Natalie.
And I hope she says the same thing about you. And the last one is favorite male fighter.
Favorite male fighter, current or of all time?
Of all time.
Ooh, Sak Monkon.
Excellent. So that kind of concludes it for us. I want to thank you so much for coming out, taking time out of your schedule. You're flying out tomorrow morning, so got a lot of things to get ready. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And we will be watching and rooting for you.
Thank you so much. Swadee.